Hey, what's up, guys? Coach Mac, Play Fast Football. I hope you guys are getting ready for your Week 1 games. If you're in the state of Florida, we play our first real game this Friday night. So if you're down here getting ready for your Week 1 games or in other states that start this week, good luck to all of you. All right, I know on a Wednesday night, maybe you got JV games tomorrow, varsity game Friday, long week. It's starting to grind next 10 weeks. So good luck to everybody. Hopefully you all go 1-0 every week from this week on. All right, remember to check out some of our sponsors at Play Fast. You got GameStrat, who is sideline replay system we use. Check out in the description box below. I'm going to have a link for GameStrat that takes you directly to their website if you're more interested in GameStrat. MAXone, which is an app that streamlines organization, communication, workouts, all in one platform for a head coach, so it makes things a lot easier on you as a head coach. Difference USA, which is the ultimate striking machine. Work on striking, hand placement in your weight room, outside on your field. Get thousands of extra reps on striking without needing a partner. Just Play Football, which is the digital software I use to draw plays, diagram things for webinars, diagram things for when I speak at clinics. It's digital software to help bring your program to the next level. Defensive Coordinator 1, which is an in-game app that allows you to make in-game adjustments based on live, real in-game data. All right, it's data that you are logging in. If you're fortunate or capable of having a coach up top that can input data into a system and you have a staff that can handle that, you input the data as it's happening. You're taking the calls that you're making, what the offense is actually running. You're able to mix those two things together to get live input to say, hey, they're actually in more of this personnel or more in this formation. We're running this front, this coverage, this pressure. This is not good against this. We're doing better on that. They're running this into the hash mark or this to the field. You actually get to use that live in-game data rather than charting it by hand and then trying to figure out tendencies. What are they really running? What did they call? What did I call? Match it up and say, well, it was third down back there, but there was a penalty. This is live in-game data. Chart it in the app. Use that app to make the adjustments that you might need to make critical in-game, all right, adjustments based on the situation. And then, as always, Dome hats, which is the official headwear of Play Fast Football. All right, they did this Play Fast Football hat for us. They're one of our major sponsors in the first ever Play Fast Football Clinic, January 24th, 25th, 26th, 2020, St. Augustine, Florida at Embassy Suites. So Dome is custom and quality hats, beanies, visors. 2 former football players at University of Florida. They do a lot of great things. They love the coaching community. Give them a shot. Check them out. They're great people. They do great work with coaches. They love athletics. They coach, all right, youth sports as well, so they know what we go through. So give Dome a shot. Check them out. They'd like to get into every state, every sport, every staff. We love them. Check out this Play Fast hat. In the future, we're going to be selling some of these Play Fast hats on through our website and through Twitter. So if you like this Play Fast hat or you're interested in it, in the future, we're going to be selling some. So today we're going to do a quick little video. All right, I know you guys always give me a hard time when I say a quick little video and it's 30 minutes long. I get it once I start talking ball. I get off on the tangents, things go, and I start thinking about other things. So that's why I love it so much. That's why it's great. Quick video on check release or free release. Here's something you got to think about as a high school coach. Where we are, we cannot cut linebackers. We cannot cut defensive ends. If we are going to use our backs in protection, our backs have to be able to block linebackers or whoever. If we ever happen to unchain somebody outside or if we're a full slide for whatever reason, our backs have to be able to block an end or block a linebacker. First thing in a scheme you better think about is regardless of the X's and O's or regardless of the scheme that you want to draw to get 5 out or how many receivers you want to get out in a pattern, can your running backs block, yes or no? If you have running backs that cannot block, you may want to send 5 out into the pattern every down and then teach your quarterback how to throw the ball hot off of certain pressures, because if they can't block when they're in and the linebackers, all right, are getting to the quarterback anyways, don't leave them in, run routes. Now at least they got to account for them in coverage. All right. If they are in as check release guys and they're getting blitzes, you got to teach them. Hopefully they're tough enough, physical enough to say, hey, look, at the very least, get run over slowly. Make that guy go over your chest. You cannot whiff. All right. We cannot have you laying blocks. If you're going to be in protection and you're accounted for, which means if you're in protection and that backer is accounted for, I'm accounting for you in the protection to block a certain backer blitz. Quarterback's not going to get rid of the ball hot. He's not going to get rid of the ball early. He knows that guy's accounted for. You're going to block him. If we use you into protection and you count into protection to account for a linebacker, all right, you have to understand you've got to be able to at least hold your ground get run over slowly, give us a chance to throw the ball down the field. Because if we're leaving more people in to protect the quarterback and leave the quarterback on his feet, we want the ball to be thrown. Leaving more people in to not get the ball thrown or have the quarterback get sacked, all right, doesn't do you any good. So if you are going to check release your backs, all right, so right here I have a two-back play drawn up, and I've got it drawn up against 3-4 odd front. We are going to half slide protect. So the first uncovered lineman to the call side is going to start the turn, so it gets his 3-4 look. We're going to lock the tackle. We're going to turn everything back with the guard. What does that mean? That means that my 5 linemen are accounting for the 5 orange circles that you see. Okay, so my 5 linemen have to account for those 5 circles. The other 2 backers we have to account for either in releases and hot throws, or we got to account for them with running backs. So what I have drawn up right now is a free release to the flat by the sniffer. Okay, free release to the flat by the sniffer, and then check release where the tailback has inside to outside double read. So we're going to dual read the tailback, inside linebacker to outside linebacker, and then I've got them, all right, in an angle route across the formation working, all right. If you don't want to consider it an angle route because it's not outside to back in, all right, whatever choice route you want to consider away from the curl spot side, whatever you want to consider that route, all right, semantics of what you call the route. I've got them in a check release route that releases through and across the formation to the opposite flat of the curl flat play, all right, or the opposite side of the curl flat play. So 5 linemen account for their down 3 and their backside 2. Full half slide protection, first uncovered man, turn it, all right, we got him, us 4 have those 4. Either one of these 2 backers come, my tailback can protect it. So if either one of these backers blitz, my tailback is out of this route and he's in protection. So whether it's the Mike there or the Sam there, tailback is out of the route in protection. We have the sniffer free release into the flat. So if one of those backers come, we can protect it. If they both come, and here's the way we teach our quarterbacks. If it's either of them, you're good. If it's both of them, you better throw that thing hot because we can't protect both of them. Once you declare what the protection is and you have slide away with an odd front, when you have slide away, you can't redeclare to those 2. The only thing you can possibly do in a check with me system is slide. If you think you're getting a spin or something that tips the pressure coming and you want to redirect the slide this way and put the back in protection the other way, all right, that's a little bit different story. But once you declare that you are sliding to protection in the way you are sliding it, and your back is away from the slide or the turn, you're stuck now. You don't really have a choice. Once they turn, once that front side guard, if I'm that right guard, once I set that turn back inside to that A-gap with the center, I can't go back outside. So now if this Mike and Sam come, I've got to understand that the ball's got to come out of my hand hot. Now, if the Mike and Sam are coming, usually that means unless it's some type of simulated pressure where Mike and Sam come and they drop 4 other people, all right, if they're sending 5 or 6, all right, they have less people in coverage. Is it a man scheme? Is it his own pressure? Is it 3 over 3? All right, is it 3 over 2, 6-man pressure? What is it? So now that if they both come and I got to throw hot, I've got a route working inside, a route working outside, all right? Some people might even build in on the backside quick game or side adjust routes where maybe it's that or something you could do to the backside. Bottom line is, once I turn to protection with that guard and we double read, dual read the back, and they both come, the ball's got to be thrown hot. Okay, so if you may want to be in a system where you give the quarterback a chance, where you may be like a split back and free release both backs. So swing him, all right? Now put a little bit more pressure on that defense with 5 guys out in the route, and you're going to say to yourself, you know what? When I leave my tailback in, he can't block their Mike anyways. So why leave him in if he can't block their Mike? I might as well just free release him, okay? The only problem you have with a system like this is if you don't re-ID your protections, and now defenses are getting really good at how they're doing it, if you don't re-ID your protections and they catch you away from the slide side, all right, and you have to turn versus an odd front, and they catch you with a simulated pressure or something that comes from the other way, now if you get a blitz from this Sam, if your tackle's locked and your guard turns because you've set the protection this way, you might be stuck throwing hot into four-man pressures. All right, or into, four-man rushes. And that's, you never want to throw hot into a four-man rush. But depending on how you do things and depending on how you declare your protections and depending on what your rules are for your backs, you've got to be really good at understanding how you are doing those things so that you avoid that. Now, if you remember in the older days, and there's probably some guys that still do it, I don't know, but you had air raid teams that used to take these really big splits and they used to vertical set everything straight back, and then they used to sort out everything as it happened. So when they did that, what they were able to do is they were able to, with these really wide splits and vertical sets, when this team tried to come with that sim pressure, this guard here didn't have to worry about turning. He just set vertical and tried to sort it out so that if nothing came from here, he could check back out there. And that's why those teams had to do it. They had to recruit the kids that could do it. They were going to throw the ball 70 times, 60 times a game. Their protections have to be sound versus everything. They were vertical set deep, wide splits, sort everything out as it happened so that they could eliminate as many hot throws as possible, keep the quarterback on his feet, throw the ball downfield. All right, so when you're dealing with protection, you got to know, check release or free release. How many guys am I trying to get into the route? All right, look at a two-back set. If you want to get all five in the route, you have to understand some type of hot system, some type of built-in throw system. We'll change it up now and we'll go even. So that you have to understand if you're going to get five in a route. So if you're going to go flood and you're getting five in a route and you're bringing this backside Y cross, backside post, five in a route, lock, lock, set, and let's just say for argument's sake, your offensive center. The thing you got to understand with protection is your center identifies the mic. The mic is not the mic linebacker. The center is the mic is who your center IDs. So we would turn this all the way back and think about IDing him. And now the quarterback knows if I'm getting five out, I can only block five. If we have slide this line back there and declare him, either one of these backers come, I got to throw the ball high. So what you got to ask yourself as a coach is, what are you trying to run? Do you want a free release? Is this guy a better threat out there than he is in protection? If he is in protection, can he handle it? Because if he can handle it, all right, there's going to be certain deals where you're getting six-man pressures and you've got some things, let's say you've got some guys that you really feel like can win down the field and you want to run, maybe you want to run double post out here. All right, and then on the backside, you want to run shallow and you want to run dig. All right, on the backside. If you get yourself in a situation where they're starting to bring six, and usually when teams do this, you'll be able to kind of tell where they're coming from, but let's say they bring the free safety over there to play man. And let's just say they're getting ready to bring six and they're trying to bring under, nickel, will, all right, double edge pressure. Mike's playing man, it's man-to-man everywhere. And you say, okay, they're sending six. I don't want to throw hot every time that they send six. I'd like to protect this thing and try and get this double post down the field. Okay, well, keep this tailback in, and now the tailback's got to understand you slide the center this way. They've got those three. We have to have what shows from here. I step up. He shows. I got to block. Now, that gives you 6-on-6 and the ability to throw the ball down the field. That's only good if your tailback can handle that. If that money backer or that nickel guy, whoever it is running your tailback over and making a miss and he's getting to the quarterback, free release is a better option. So when you're looking at all these different things, how many do you want to get in a route? How many do you have in protection? Does your quarterback know when to throw hot and when he's protected? But the biggest thing about check release or free release, before you get into any of the crazy route combinations that you want to run, can your back, without cutting, can your back block who he's assigned to block as a blitzer? Can he pick up a Mike running through the A-gap? Can he pick up a Sam off the edge? If he can't, check release might be a waste of your time. You might just want a free release. All right, so hopefully that video helps. Good luck to you guys that are playing your week 1 games this week. All right, I appreciate all you guys. Click that subscribe, click the like button. All right, turn on the notifications so you know when we get videos out. Comment, negative, positive, I don't care, whatever you say. All right, interaction is good interaction. If you don't like or don't agree with what I say, it's my opinion. That is totally fine. At least you watched the video, so make sure you comment. Tonight we are also going to drop the 4th speaker, all right, to the Play Fast Football Clinic, the first ever Play Fast Football Clinic, which is in January 24th, 25th, 2020, January 24th, 25th, 26th in St. Augustine, Florida at the Embassy Suites. All right, and that 4th speaker is local head coach, good friend of mine, and a great man in the game of high school football. Bartram Trail head coach Darryl Sutherland will be the 4th speaker that we are announcing for our Play Fast Football Clinic. All right, Coach Sutherland has been the head coach at Bartram Trail for 19 years since the school opened. My hat's off to him. All right, we started at some places that opened in similar times. I was at my place for 13 or 14 years. He's been at his place for 19 years. Hats off to him. In today's day and age, in today's society, with the way things go in high school football, with rules the way they are, with open enrollment the way it is, for one guy to stay at one place for 19 years, ultimate respect for Coach Sutherland. All right, phenomenal coach, but the fact that he's been at one place for 19 years is amazing. All right, overall record as head coach is 140-86, 28 years coaching experience total, 4-time regional champion, state runner-up, made the playoffs 15 of 18 years. He started that program at Bartram Trail. 15 of 18 years since the program started, they've been in the playoffs. That is unreal. All right, they've only missed the playoffs 3 times since the school opened. All right, but also been named the Jacksonville Jaguars, all right, Coach of the Year here in Jacksonville. He'll be talking about spread offense, zone with option principles. Great offensive mind, great man, great person, doing a lot of great things for high school football. We are so happy to have him as a part of our clinic. So Darryl Sutherland, Bartram Trail, 4th speaker, January 24th, 25th, 26th, 2020, St. Augustine, Florida, Embassy Suites. All right, remember, you won't play well till you play fast. See you guys next time.